Okay, ladies and gentlemen, inside the game, 3, 2, 1,
Fight.
and here we go. I am joined by the one and only Ron Throne Coster, and my name is Stuart Tosspot Saul. Socrates has picked up the LG and the Mega off the go, and I'll tell you what, that's a start that you want. He has got himself Toxic Company just firing off those rails, and amazingly, Toxic missing 3 in a row. I can't remember the last time I ever saw that.
Oh, I tell you what, Toxic aim has been on in this tournament thus far. As we have our eye on Socrates, who has control of the Mega here. He's down low on this map delaying here. Gathered himself some more LG ammo as Socrates takes it up top to the rail spawn there. He's got his eye on the red armor spawn. He's expecting it soon. He's hoping for it soon. And here comes Toxic down low from the lower exit with that rail. Oh, and a well-timed rail, but not quite having the aim there was Toxic, as he's going to have to rotate over to the LG, and he may just come back for a little more action. And Socrates drops down on him, drops it down to 45 health, 0 armor. Toxic has to lay back for a little while there with that railgun.
Yes, indeed. Toxic with just 1 slug left in that railgun. That's the important factor here. He's 45 points of health, and that's how you use 1 slug. Plucking Socrates out of the area. He was only on his screen for a brief second, and now he's picked up red armor and Mega, and in the blink of an eye, Toxic has turned this game right on its head. At 0-0, it could have gone either way, but now Toxic really showing how it's done. Now, you know, to give you a bit of background into this game, it really has been a case of Toxic leading the way throughout the past months, throughout the past 6 tournaments. He's led the way, and thus far in this tournament, although there's been a few chinks visible in his armor, it hasn't come through. He's still won all of his games, and he still hasn't dropped the map this tournament. Now, he is playing Socrates, who came into this, you know, without the ideal preparation, and without, you know, really much backing. Nobody really thought Socrates was going to go a long way in this. However, this morning he took down the other ice climber, aka Fox, and he took him down in style, it has to be said, in 3 maps, and he's got himself all the way to the winner's bracket with some superb displays that really have had everyone wondering, can Socrates go all the way? We're going to find out, Roman. I'll tell you what, he started off all right.
He did certainly start off all right as we turn our attention to him there. He's got control of the Mega. Got a nice rail shot around the corner there, hitting Toxic in the face. Toxic hurting a little bit there as Socrates now creeping around the map. Drops down the jump pad, eats a rocket from Toxic there, and he's going to have to go through that teleporter, but Toxic heads him off with the rail. Now the score 2-0 here as Toxic gathering himself the conversion frag there, and we're going to have to just turn our attention to Toxic as he is the hot seat right now. 94 and 200 for Toxic as he makes his way to the middle of the map now. Gathering that LG up to the rail spawn he goes, and now he's got more weapons than he knows what to do with. He's got them all, totally.
Yeah, he has everything. He has now just waiting on that Mega to spawn, which actually Socrates may have stolen away. No, he hasn't, which he's going to maybe make a move on now. Mega due to spawn any second. And it's the only thing Toxic doesn't have. He's got a full bag of M&Ms, if you will. I think Socrates picked up that, I think he picked up the Mega right there, but he's already lost a whole load of it to Toxic, and now Socrates is going to make his way across. He picks up the railgun and now has himself opening, but he's got a Swede in his face. He's going to have to pull himself back now and get himself composed, and I think that's one thing that Socrates is going to have to do. He has to get a little bit of composure. 3-0 down, 3 minutes played, that's fine, but what Toxic loves to do is just switch things on for a good, you know, a 2-minute sequence of the Toxinator right in form, destroying him, picking up these frags. So Socrates cannot afford a slip, and that's what Toxic always wins the games on, the indisciplines of his opponents. And now, if these two go head-to-head, it's going to be a real test of Socrates. How far has he come? Is he in the form of his life? Well, thus far, he's doing okay.
Yeah, he's doing all right, sure enough here. Next battle could take place over the red armor here as we see Socrates with the railgun out. Oh, he takes a shot at Toxic, but Toxic hits him right back with the rail to the face, drop him to 19 health only. Socrates has to retreat back for that Mega, and now he's going to make a rotation over to the middle of the level. Great rail prediction right there by Socrates, waiting for that shot to happen, and Toxic probably had an idea he was there. He was just hoping he wasn't looking in the right spot. 3-1 is his score now, as Socrates pushing into the red armor spot. With that LG, he's going to grab that red as well. 100 and 150 for him, as Toxic can't put together any rail shots. Socrates going to hit him in the face, and now it's a 1 frag game here as Toxic comes around the horseshoe hallway there, and Socrates lays a little LG on him. And now Socrates looking to finish off this frag that he's got with the rail right there as Toxic drops down to the red. Tie game, Toss.
You know what, Roman, I handed over to you. I was about to say something completely different. I was about to say, where has Socrates been? Going rail to rail with Toxic's not how you want to play him. Then suddenly, that 1 minute made me, rethink everything as Socrates came up with a stunning little performance, 3 solid rails. Toxic has since re-seized the initiative with that LG. Toxic's got this great ability to just turn things around. If the rail isn't hitting 100%, I'll just whip out the LG and hit that. That's the one thing you can always rely on with Toxic, is that both of those are lethal combos. The rockets come out from Socrates, who's landed a strong 1 and 2 onto Toxic, who's just made himself out of there. Socrates has that mega. Good prediction with a rocket, unlucky not to land one. And on 9 minutes and 10 seconds to go, as the two of them dance around the center of the map, it's going to be Socrates that will certainly have a little bit more heart now.
Oh, exactly. We have our eye on him still because what he's doing is just so interesting, Tuss. He's rotated over to the red, and you see the perfect timing there. Socrates with control of the Mega and the red armor here, and he's maintaining this nicely here. As you see some LG coming out from Toxic. Let's go ahead and switch over to Tox after he hits that rail shot. Now it is all tied up, and we have Tox now freshly off the spawn with the rail gun out, and there we go. He's finally started to nail a couple of rails there. That's 2 in a row for Tox, and he's gonna be able to hold Socrates up to grab that red armor. So now Toxic has control of the red. He's also going to rotate to the mid-level yellow armor spawn. Now he's got his 2 favorite weapons in hand, Tox. He's got the LG and the railgun. That's pretty much all he needs on any map. And Socrates is definitely going to have his hands full as this Mega is about due, and Toxic is expecting it. He's expecting Socrates from the far side of the map there, and I'm not sure where he's at. Do you want to switch up? Oh, there he goes, peeking around the corner as we switch over to Socrates mid-map here. He's going to take that jump pad up. Well, he just fakes it, hoping for Toxic to give up his position. There we go, through the teleporter. LG coming out from Tox. And Socrates trying to land a rail. Can't put anything together, though. Toxic lands one. Socrates hurting bad. And there's the LG to finish the job. Toxic up 5-4.
Yeah, he is, and we're just about to reach that halfway point, and I think it's credit to Socrates that he's gone this long. He's gone halfway through the round with Toxic and has been exchanging blows, but right there you see Toxic rip apart the mega health that Socrates just picked up, and with LG to LG, Socrates going down, and that one's going to hurt more than anything, because Socrates had an opportunity there, and it was wasted. Socrates waiting desperately on this red armor, which he will get, and may just get out intact as the rails start to rain in from Toxic as one to connect. Socrates is pinned down against that wall. He'll jump himself up. He might take a little bit of grenade damage to help that boost, but eventually Socrates will get out just about in one piece. 6-4 the score, 6:54 on the board, and I'll tell you what, I think Socrates now needs to think about, rather than just playing catch-up to Toxic, what's he going to do with it? Because he keeps getting caught by Toxic's rail in positions that he can't get out of quick enough.
Well, that's the good thing about Tox is he uses that LG and rail exactly that way, as you mentioned. He controls his player's movement with his weapon, and as you see right there, Toxic locks him down in that yellow armor spot with the rail, and he's going to gather himself another kill. And as Toxic camps out on this red armor spawn here, we'll see which way Socrates decides to make his assault. There we go, from the top side, Socrates lands a rocket on Toxic, but he's got to bail because Toxic's got plenty of stats there. As you can see, 96-64, but here comes through the teleporter Socrates, and Toxic was a hurt unit there. Socrates probably could have stuck around for a little bit more action there, as Socrates 110-0 now. We switch over to him, and top side of the red, he rains a rocket down there, and he's going to enjoy himself another frag. 2-frag game here, and as we enter the last 6 minutes of this first round here, Socrates going to have to dig in and put a few frags together, I think, in order to make this a game.
But he's still within touching distance, and that's the big part. Not many people have 6 minutes left to go against Toxic and are still in distance. 2 frags, well, that's just one in a conversion, you can wait right till the end, but Toxic will connect with another rail frag, and that'll make it 3. Socrates spawns up, collects that mega health nicely so, and now he's going to make his way down. One difference, you'll notice between the way Socrates is playing right now is he is giving Toxic more access to the weapons that he wants, and is just working on the armor. So there's plenty of rail for Toxic as soon as he warms up, and that is what is hurting him the most, because Toxic's then using it against him. 9-5 the score. Socrates did a lot of damage to Toxic there, but actually he still got out intact with 7,100 after just picking up that red. 5 minutes, 4 frags. Maybe the time is up for Socrates.
You know what? A lot of people think that this could be a preview of the grand final that we might see later here. And unfortunately, we're on Galang. Whose map pick is this? Do you know?
I would not imagine this would be Socrates' map pick.
Yeah, so, I mean, we've got what could be a preview of the grand finals going on right here. And let's hope, that Toxic did indeed pick this map here. I would suggest to Socrates to get rid of the railgun here on the second map if it is indeed his pick here, so that he can have a better chance of taking this to 3. I think that I could see him doing that here after 4 minutes of this matchup. There's still plenty of time to turn this thing around here, as I speculate early for the second round. But as you see, Toxic has everything completely on lockdown. Mega and Red right now in possession of Toxic, and you're watching exactly how to play Quake 4 right now. You're watching the greatest players on Earth, probably the best USA player and the best player in the world right now in a server. And, I couldn't ask for a better game right now. 11-5 here, Toxic up by 6 as there is a double kill there. Both players getting rocket killed. And we'll switch it over to Socrates here off the spawn as he spawns by the nail gun and the yellow armor. No yellow for him, but he's going to grab the LG and the rail. So he's doing pretty good on the weaponry. Now he's going to have to hold out and grab some armor here in a sec. Toxic comes around the corner. Socrates hits it with 1. And Socrates waiting for that teleport exit from Toxic, but he's not going to take that teleporter through. Will the Mega come up? We'll see. LG coming out from Toxic a little bit. LG on LG, and Socrates drops down. He wants to play. Not for too long, though, as the red is up, and Socrates bails over to that one.
Yes, he does. LG coming out from Socrates, and Toxic now reverting back to his weapon choice. That's the rail, but Socrates pins it against the wall with his own shot, dodging rockets as he goes. 3 minutes on the board. Socrates going to have to pick up a frag quickly as he'll make his way out of here now, waiting on that Mega to spawn once again, or just hovering on the Mega pad. In fact, that's what he is doing. He takes a rail from Toxic, and another! And that will be a nail in the coffin of the American as the SWE powers on through. Just for your information, we are keeping an eye on the loser bracket final the loser bracket match between Sturmy and Fox. Fox of Sweden is down 1 frag to 20 against the Italian Sturmy. However, Fox is known for those comebacks in other maps. It's Galang that Sturmy is winning on, as to be expected. This is on Galang first of all as well. Now, what map could Socrates pick up? Well, I think we'll try and see Frantic for the sole reason I don't think Socrates wants to play Rail. However, I saw him on Placebo Effect against Fox, and he schooled him left, right, and center. So it wouldn't amaze me if we saw that either, but I think safety first. Don't give yourself an opportunity to be railed.
Absolutely. 2 minutes remaining in this first round between Socrates and Toxic in the upper bracket of this WCG 2006 Quake 4 matchup here. And we have our eye on Socrates, who managed to dig himself back in and get himself a couple of items here. But what Toxic's doing is he's on defense right now, and he's keeping himself scarce. As you can see him creeping around the map, but Socrates gets a drop on him there with the LG, but Socrates paying the price with some rockets, and Toxic going to finish the job off there, making the score 14-6, and everything is all but over in this first round for Socrates. As you see him go through that teleporter and land a shotgun, he's going to have to get 7-8 unanswered quick kills here in order to just tie in 1 minute. Yeah, that's a tall order, and it's not going to happen here. But we'll take it to a second and hope that Socrates does a little better to make an interesting game out of this matchup here. If not, it'll be just business as usual for Toxic, rolling through the competition here. And you can see Toxic appearing to be on a new level here. We'll switch over to Toxic here. Final minute of this first round of what Mr. DJ We likes to call garbage time here. And we're just waiting for the clock to tick down as we have our eye on Toxic. And, he speaks for himself. His actions speak for himself there, Stu. And I look forward to seeing Toxic in the grand final here at WCG.
I'll tell you what, though, Socrates will take great heart from this first map, though. He's kept Toxic with his 8 frags. He hasn't really ever been outplayed played, he hasn't been schooled, he's certainly been a contender in this game, and as long as you're a contender, then there's something to be won. And I think Socrates has won something out of this map, learned something, and he'll go into the next map thinking, you know what, I have a real chance to take this to 3. I don't know whether he will, but 8 frags as we have 10 seconds to go. Oh, Socrates is going to blow that one away and make it 9. However, Socrates has given himself an opportunity. We're going to go into the final map, or into the second map. And Socrates now will really think he's got himself an opportunity. But we'll see. He calls GG. He spams a little bit. Maybe he's not overly happy. I don't know. But I'm really curious to see what the second map choice will be. If it's Monsoon, then I know it's the toxic pick. But we think Galang was a toxic pick.
Yeah. As we close out this matchup here, final score 14-5, Toxic over Socrates, and the second map will indeed be Frantic. So there we go, buddy.
Over in the Sturmy Fox game, it is Sturmy 29, Fox 2, and that one on Galang, first map. Seems a little bit one-sided thus far, but this is Frantic. We'll be right back here inside the game. Toxic versus Socrates.